Phelan seems to have really steadied the ship at Everton. Farah, what do you make of the job he's done, and do you think he'll want to take on that role full time?
Yeah, I think both. I think he'd want to take the job, and I also think he's done a good job when he came into the team. I think you can start to see the changes that he's making within the team, the way in which they play. I felt under Sorensen at time they were really possessive in deeper areas, no real purpose and penetration to their play. But actually, you're starting to look at the players they have in that team, and actually he's getting the very best out of them. So I think the players have bought into what he's doing. So I think it would be a perfect match for them going into the new season, and the summer maybe bring some players in.
What do you want to see from Everton next season, Nia?
I think there is that middle group, isn't there? So we've got sort of the top three, maybe top four that are dominant, and then those teams that are, that are always going to probably be scrapping it out towards the bottom. Obviously, we're expanding the league next year, but for a club like Everton, who have got such rich history in women's football, they really need to be challenging and climbing and trying to attract real top players from across Europe to really climb the ladder.
And they're, of course, playing at Goodison Park as well, which will help sort of build the mood around the club. Let's talk about Leicester, Farah. They've got that playoff fixture against Charlton next week. Are you confident for them?
I mean, you would expect in terms of the level they played and competed against this season that they'd be in a better position to go and, beat Charlton. But when you don't win games, that mentality of not winning as a group and kind of the confidence, or sorry, lack of confidence when you don't win games, probably doesn't put them in a good position going into a game against a team that have dropped off a little bit in Charlton towards the end of the season. But I think you do, Nia, think that Charlton are in a better position to maybe...
Yeah, obviously they've been playing lower level opposition, if you like, but if just on paper they've won 10 more games and they've scored 20 more goals than Leicester have. So just in terms of confidence, if they're put in front of goal in that match with Charlton at home as well, I worry a little bit for Leicester. But I think behind the scenes at Leicester, they didn't set them up too well beforehand, because they sacked the manager 10 days before the start of the season, so it was all a little bit disruptive. So they were always up against it, and they never really had enough quality to compete in this division week in, week out.
Always an uphill battle, I guess. Well, the season is done. This is what the table looks like. Champions Manchester City ended their campaign on a high, beating West Ham. Arsenal guaranteed Champions League for next season after finishing second. You can see Chelsea in third. Manchester United complete the top four, and Tottenham showing real improvement, along with London City Lionesses in their debut season, and Leicester City are there at the bottom. This is the WSL 2 table. You can see here that we've got 3 new teams. We've got Burnley, we've got Watford, and we've also got Wolves there in the mix. It's now time for the final 4 reels of the season.